big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Evan Fournier, Rizachet out there with Sarr. Then there's Hayes, and it's Wembanyama in at the center position. Here's Hezonja. Back to Šarić. Smith against Fournier, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
Shooting two.
That's good from Smith. Coulibaly, he's checked in for Fournier. Smith hits them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Wembanyama. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, when Wembanyama gets to an offensive rebound, he's going straight back to the rim with it. You can count on that.
Šarić outside. For three, Smith. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
Now here's Šarić. Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Wembanyama. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Wembanyama's gotten his third basket of the night.
Well, he's 3 for 4 to start out. Right off the bat, you could sense he was dialed in. All business so far.
Smith outside. Out to the wing. Šarić with it. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. Smith, that one's good. Smith's got 5.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
There's 1:34 left in the first quarter here. Hayes, the pass to Sarr, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Back to Smith. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass. He has 7.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Wembanyama. Give him 8 points now. Misses in close.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Hezonja. To the wing on the left. Here's Šarić. From outside the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Wembanyama. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Šarić right side. Pass to Hezonja. Launches a 3. Connects from downtown.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Now Wembanyama over Zubac. And it falls all over the rim and in.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Up 4. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
They've got Rudy Gobert, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Risache. Then there's Nicholas Batum, and it's Yabusele in at the 4 slot. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Risache. And he lobs it up. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Nice touch on both ends of that alley-oop.
Hey, when he let go of the pass, I had no idea what he was going for. Pick by Smith. Here's Perkichin. Smith left side. It's rebounded by Risache. To the left side wing. Bogdanovich against Batum. Pass to Gobert. Gobert is doubled. Here's Risache from downtown. Kept alive.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Here's Rupert. For 3, hits a 3-pointer. Rupert's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, it's a 3-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
1:43 left in the half. Šarić a screen. Can they get it? Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Sarr. Šarić covers. Sarr misses. Gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich with it. Guarded by Batum. Outside Bogdanovich. Puts it up. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And it's Coulibaly missing. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. A little mid-range shot is up. Good on the jump shot.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
To the paint. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Fires from deep. The shot off that time. That'll do it for the first half. Up 6. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
26.
You take a look at the visitors. This hasn't been the dominant season they were hoping for. They've let a number of winnable games slip away, but do not sleep on them.
All right, getting back to this game now and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Come on now, Wembanyama has a major impact at both ends.
That does it for halftime.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
They've got Dario Saric. He's out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Wembanyama's got 14.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's Hazonia. The three ball. Sends it home from three-point land.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Fires in the triple.
Yeah, still a developing part of Sar's game, but he looked confident with that triple.
Pass to Smith. Over Fournier. A nice shot by Smith. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first three shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
From deep, Sar knocks it down from distance.
If that jumper can become a consistent option for Sar, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Smith outside. Pass to Zubac. Here's Hazonia. The three. He drops it from range.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. From deep, Sar. It's rebounded by Zubac. Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Saric. Yes! And the foul! That's on Evan Fournier.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line from your home team, Dario Saric. One shot.
And Stan, you got into coaching right after college. When did you know you wanted to be a coach?
Brian, that's easy. As soon as I figured out that I didn't have much of a future as a player, I knew I wanted to stay involved in the game. I wanted to coach.
And we've got a timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Down low. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Saric. And it's Bogdanovic on the drive. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
Yeah, good take from Bogdanovic. Knowing when to exploit the defense on the drive.
From deep, Sar. It's rebounded by Zubac. Gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Smith outside to the right side. Zubac passes to Smith. Bogdanovic from long range. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Coulibaly. And, oh, he just jams it right over Ivica Zubac.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. From deep three-point range, he's off on that one.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Gobert against Zubac. Gobert passes to Sarr. They get it again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Zubac, screen. To the inside. Good D by Gobert.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
On the wing, Fournier. There's the triple. That shot is off. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Leading by 3. And don't go away. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Nicholas Batum, Bilal Coulibaly out there with Rudy Gobert, and it's Jang in at the 1. It's both from the stripe. Shooting it well at 59%. Pass to Perkichin. From down in the low post, it goes.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
And he lobs it up to the rim.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautiful.
Very smooth catch and finish. They set the pick. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Puts up a 3. Jang gets the bucket.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Perkichin. Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Perkichin. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. Bogdanovich, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Coulibaly with it. There's a screen by Jang. Fires for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Chauncey Billups had some advice for the team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Sarr passes to Fournier. Here's Sarr. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, too easy for Wemby. Nice finish.
And it's clear the defense has no answer for Wembanyama. And until they do, keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Šarić. Now here's Smith. Here's Hazonia. Buries it from 3.
And he's really made his mark with the three-pointer today. And that's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Wembanyama finds Hayes. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that one misses. Cizogno. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Pass to Rizachet. They set the screen. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Zubac. Gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. To the middle. It doesn't go for him. Outside Fournier. Left side Wembanyama. Fournier, the pass to Sarr. The three from Rizachet. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough.
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. And so I expect to see them keep the intensity up, so we should be in for a fun one.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Hernan Gomez out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Diaz in at the point.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Aldama. Here's Diaz. There's a screen by Aldama. To the inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Here's Biberovic. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Here's Diaz. About a minute played so far here in the first. 5 to shoot. Pass to Abrinas. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Larkin looking it over. Here's Biberovic. Nailed from three-point land. Biberovic has got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Abrinas' shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Here's Biberovic. 5 points in the game. Fades. It's good. Biberovic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Pass to Diaz. Here's Abrinas. That one falls, his 2nd basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Larkin. Lets it go from deep. Aldama with the rebound. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Abrinas. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Diaz. From deep three-point land, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Larkin. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. There's a screen. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Diaz. Pass to Aldama. That 3 off the mark. And so the first quarter is in the books. Up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. You guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
No good with the layup. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Larkin. Let's go. And the jumper is good.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Now, here's Rubio. Out to the right wing. Lets a floater go. He lays it in.
Oh, you have to appreciate Rubio's creativity. Floats that one in.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Korkmaz. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. Rubio outside. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
But just so under control with the ball. Nice move by Rubio.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Sinks the triple. Korkmaz has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
So both teams changing it up here. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
Inside, lets it go. Misses in close. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Larkin. Şengün with a screen on Rubio to the middle. And Şengün throws it down.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
Here's Rubio. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Rubio's got 6. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Nice shot by Larkin.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Rubio left side. 1:14 left to play in the first half. And he drops it in from the low post. 8 points for him.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Both teams deciding to change it up. And 1:01 left in the first half. Over to the left wing. Takes the 3. Aldama with the rebound. Gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Shoots. Diaz, good. 40 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Biberovic. Şengün with the ball. To the left side wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Biberovic. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance at momentum away from your opponent.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Larkin. Here's Biberovic. Sends it home! What a shot!
You want drama? We've got drama. That's the way to end the quarter.
That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Even before the game started, you could feel the energy in this arena, man. They fed off that. Big time home court advantage here.
So, thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. 64% beautiful all-around play by this offense. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the 2. And the ball ends up out of bounds, and they'll keep possession. Defended by Aldama. Clock at 6. Here's Larkin. That's short off the rim. All sorts of time, and the shot goes in. Abrinas has got 9.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
And for those of you tuning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Pass to Biberovic. Buries the long-range jumper.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
Okay, let's take a look at Alperon Şengün. Coming off a terrific season. 8th in field goal percentage, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. The three-pointer no good.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Turnover.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
It's a close game here in Brooklyn. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Here's Biberovic. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing. Larkin can't get it to go.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
1:53 left to play in the third. Back to Abrinas. For the lead. Hernan Gomez, no good. 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Here's Larkin. He has 6. It's over Rubio. Larkin can't get it to go.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Hernan Gomez. And at last, they get one to fall.
I tell you, you have to have a nose for the ball. Picking up points on the offensive glass, that is the relentlessness Willie is known for.
Here's Larkin, covered by Rubio. Korkmaz, no good. Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Abrinas, shoots it. Rebound by Larkin. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Biberovic. And he's good on the 3-ball. Biberovic has got 12 in the game.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
15 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Sapahi. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Leading by just one. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Şengün, no good.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
To the paint. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Şengün with a screen on Rubio. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
Well, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas. And then on Saturday.
At the line for the away team, Ricky Rubio.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Ricky Rubio has made a career out of trying to make the guys around him better. This guy's so unselfish. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Larkin. Six on the shot clock. Şengün against Hernan Gomez. Good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
They've got Ricky Rubio. And Gomez out there with Santi Aldama. And it's Abrinas in at the shooting guard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Looking to get stops late, that kind of defense ain't gonna cut it.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Şengün with the bucket.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
Thing has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Diaz. Fires the 3. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. And that one swishes right in.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You get the sense this guy relishes getting to the free throw line in these tough moments. You talk about clutch, this guy is it.
Right wing. Launches a 3. Connects from three-point range.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pass to Biberovic. Here's Larkin. From outside the arc, it drops. And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Hernan Gomez passes to Abrinas. It's in!
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. What do you think we're going to see here?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the wing on the left. Fades and shoots. Money! A huge shot to tie it up. They're on cloud 9.
That was a huge lift for this crowd.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
Both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Olynyk in at the 5. Over to the wing. Antetokounmpo against Olynyk. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tom Thibodeau gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and to try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Kalathis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Murray. Barrett up top. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. 5 to shoot. There's the drive, and that one drops.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Antetokounmpo outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. First team.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Barrett. Brooks outside. Here's Dort. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
Brooks defending. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Dort. Here's Murray. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Defenses have to be aware of Murray at all times. His shooting ability makes him a threat from all over the court.
Inside, here's Antetokounmpo. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Brooks, the pass to Dort. Right side Murray. Outside Barrett. Beyond the arc. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You gotta like the quick decision making from Barrett. Not even hesitating at all off the catch.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. And looking at the last month's worth of action, here's a list of the best rebounding small forwards in the NBA. 5th is R.J. Barrett.
And these guys may not be the tallest or strongest players on the floor, but that hasn't limited their ability to mix it up and dominate on the glass.
One word you always hear used to describe these guys is active. They don't leave it to just the bigs to do the rebounding. They get in there and do the dirty work themselves.
Yep, that one's good.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Murray. Back to Barrett. And he's going for the lob. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball. To the paint. Oh, Brooks with the steal. And here's the fast break. Dort, the pass to Murray. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. They lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Down low. Dort with a steal. Lugan's Dort out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Alexander Walker in at the point.
And what a drive from Brooks. Just carving through the defense like me on the slopes in Aspen.
Brooks defending. Five on the clock. Here's Papanikolaou. And it's all from three-point range. Outside Barrett. Brooks outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Takes the three. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Now here's Barrett. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Three-pointer, Brooks. And the three-pointer goes. Brooks has got 5 points now this quarter.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And a check on the league leaders now with the top shooting teams over the previous 10.
Recently, they've been effective in getting good looks. Field goal percentages are typically tied to the quality of your shots. Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Wiggins outside. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Count that bucket. Murray's got 6 points.
And Murray is a natural scorer, someone who looks to capitalize as often as he can.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Murray deciding where to go with it. Barrett passes to Murray. Outside Barrett. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Barrett's gotten his second bucket.
You love when Barrett starts to feel it from downtown.
Dort defending. Great D that time from Murray. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Pass to Barrett. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Barrett's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is what Barrett does best. A talented scorer who keeps things simple on the offensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Here's Lyles. Still without a bucket. For three, Barrett gets the three ball to go.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
24 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Awaiting foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
16 seconds left in the first half of this game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Lyles. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked it in off the glass.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Up by 16. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place for the...
And let's talk about the first half we've seen. R.J. Barrett taking the reins in this one.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with a...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Kalathis. Here's Papanikolaou. Yet to see a basket. Here's Antetokounmpo, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
We got Trey Lyles, Murray out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's R.J. Barrett, and it's Olynyk in its center, filling out the middle. To the inside, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. Giannis with the rebound.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Yep, that one goes.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Pass to Lyles. Kicks it out to Barrett. Screen by Olynyk. Shot is good by Barrett. Barrett's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, this is the kind of scorer Barrett can be. When he's playing to his strengths, he can catch fire.
And these are the point guards leading the league in assists since the All-Star break. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and of course Jamal Murray.
You know, these are the best playmakers in the NBA, guys. I mean, they're the ones who keep the offense running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best.
Clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
They have no answer defensively inside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Barrett passes to Olynyk. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Olynyk. Lets it go from deep. It's not going to go for him. Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. To the middle. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett. Dort, he's checked in for Lyles.
Substitution on the court.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Deflected. Murray with it. He's got 6. Pass to Dort. For 3, Barrett. He drops it from range. He's got 17.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
55 seconds left in the third. Here's Calathis. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Calathis has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Dort outside. Pass to Murray. Outside Barrett. From deep. And the three-pointer goes. Barrett's got 20.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Calathis. Here's Papanikolaou. Fades back. And that one's good.
Did he need to use the fadeaway? No. Did I enjoy seeing it? Yes, I did.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Alexander Walker, the pass to Murray. Plenty of space. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Brandon Clark out there with Trey Lyles. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Dort in at the 3, the small forward. Shooting a sensational 78% from the field in this game. Alexander-Walker, the pass to Murray. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Kalaitakis. Antetokounmpo outside, right wing. Here's the floater. Antetokounmpo, that's good. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Allie, thank you. Pass to Lyles. Right side, Olynyk. The 3, Barrett. Counted from distance. Barrett's got 23 points.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Calathis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 1:48 left in the final quarter. And off the glass, that one's good.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Outside Murray. Pass to Lyles. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Antetokounmpo looking it over, down low. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
Number 45.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. 1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Uses the glass on the layup.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Kalaitzakis, the pass to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. That shot, no good. Nice D from Alexander Walker. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Joseph passes to Wiggins. Back to Joseph. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
16 seconds left to play in the fourth. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them.
It really is a marathon, isn't it?
Man, Kevin, town to town, games piling up, dealing with weather, flight delays, people wanting tickets. I mean, all the things that add up to a season. And on and off the court, it is a grind. And you know the players at this point in the year are always feeling it.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Hernan Gomez. And it's Abrinas in at shooting guard. Here's Diaz. Hernan Gomez a screen. Diaz, good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now Hayes. Driving to the basket. And the shot goes down.
Hayes has that burst. That's something you got to be aware of. That's going to help him get some shot attempts off.
Pass to Abrinas. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now Hernan Gomez. Shot clock at 5. Abrinas with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And that one, good.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
There's a screen by Aldama. Diaz, the pass to Aldama. Over to the left wing. Back to Abrinas. Pass to Diaz. Three-pointer. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for 3.
Hayes, the pass to Fournier. Here's Sarr, defended by Aldama. sinks the three-pointer.
Well, Sarr continues to develop that three-point shot, hoping to make it a reliable part of his game.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Abrinas with the bucket.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Hayes, no good. Gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Pass to Abrinas. Here's Diaz. Launches it. And Sarr pulls it down. Gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Takes it inside. And Sarr throws it down.
So much fluidity from Sarr, going right at the rim with that slam.
Pass to Abrinas. Over to the wing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Hands it from downtown.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Wembanyama outside, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Wembanyama's got 5 now.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Pass to Abrinas. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got his 3rd basket of the night. Here's Abrinas. Shoots over Fournier. Abrinas with the bucket.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first, they had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Rizajay with it. Hasn't made one yet. Now Koulibaly on the wing, Batum. Here's Rizajay. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Rizajay ready to go once he got it. You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And here's Gobert after the 3-pointer from Ricky Rubio. Back to Gobert. Pass to Rizajay. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Rizajay has got 6 here in this quarter.
A true highlight of Rizajay's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
Hernangomez in the corner. Rubio outside. Pulls up, high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Rubio's got his 2nd basket of the night. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Koulibaly, covered by Rubio. Batum with the 3. Rubio with the rebound. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. To the inside. Out to the right wing. Back to Hernangomez.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Rubio, top of the key. The tray. Gobert pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Koulibaly, bounce pass. Gobert finds Koulibaly. Driving inside.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Here's Sarr. He has 5. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Sarr's got 8 points.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Here's Diaz. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Diaz has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Pass to Rizichet. Sarr sets the screen for Rizichet. Buries it from three-point range. He's got 9.
This story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Here's Abrinas. From downtown, the shot comes out. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. Rizichet with it. Lets it go with the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Here's Aldama. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Abrinas. Off with the layup.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Leading by just 1. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Taking a look at the visitors, they're right where they want to be, and they're right where they should be. Now it's a matter of getting everything in place.
How have they kept it this close? Their D has been invisible. Come on, fellas, get after it.
Yeah, just a few more stops and this score would be... And that's all for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. He's out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Rizichet. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Sarr in at the 4. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Pass to Rizichet. Now Sarr. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Sarr's got 11 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Reigns.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. There's the 3. Abrinas' shot is off. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunities.
Pass to Diaz. To the middle. Here's Abrinas. It's rebounded by Hayes. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Count that one.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Outside Fournier to the left wing. Rizichet with it. 9 points in the game so far. Sarr gets the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
And Tyron Lue calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And we get a break in the action. Let's check out the leaders in steals. Alex Sarr, number 1.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Hernan Gomez passes to Aldama. Here's Diaz. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. In the corner, it's Sarr. Pass to Rizachet. To the left side wing. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by Wembanyama.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Now Aldama. And the foul called on Alex Sarr. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Hernan Gomez passes to Hernan Gomez. Pass to Rubio. 5 on the clock. From about 19 feet, Abrinas with the bucket. Abrinas has got 17. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Three-pointer. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 4 rebounds in this game. Rubio taking his time here. Hernan Gomez kicks to Rubio. Here's Abrinas. 17 points in the game. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Inside. Here's Sarr. Off target with the fadeaway. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And a moment ago, inside the hunt.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man. We got to get some stuff.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Hitting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting at all cylinders. Gobert, the screen. Down low. Poked away. Fast break. Here they come. To take the lead, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Nicholas Batum.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Number 12 at the line for 2.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Here's Jang. Pass to Gobert. Batum with the bounce pass. Inside, got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Hernan Gomez.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hayes. It's a very good look and converts.
Hayes letting that play develop and then just called his own number.
61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Pass to Rizachet. He's with it. The 3. And that one is off. Here's Garuba, covered by Hayes. Gomez in the corner. The three ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Ricky set up really well on that particular play.
Now here's Hayes, covered by Rubio. Hayes the pass to Sarr. Off target at the rim. Pass to Garuba, and he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. Now, he's not pleased with the perimeter game on both sides of the ball. He told his guys, we aren't working hard enough out there. We need to shut down the perimeter on defense, and on offense, we have to focus from good to great. Guys?
Thanks so much, David.
Oh, and Hayes with a grown-up bucket there. That's huge.
First team foul.
A free throw good from Hayes.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Wembanyama against Hernan Gomez. Pass to Abrinas. Right in the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Wembanyama too much inside.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Diaz. And a miss there on the triple. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here's Hayes. Here's Wembanyama. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
To the inside. Diaz. It's in!
And this is the time when you want to lock it down defensively. Thus far, not happening.
I'm looking out there trying to find one guy at least interested in playing defense. Not that last possession.
27 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Wembanyama down low. Hernan Gomez covering. It's good!
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
To tie it up. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
7 seconds left in the game. Here's Abrinas. Oh, he got it to go!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that. Always ramp up this time of year. But if you're a player in those rumors, that can really take a mental toll.
Oh, BA, absolutely. Especially the first time it happens. You have to try and remind yourself that it's a business. But sometimes that doesn't make it any easier.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Kelly Olynyk, R.J. Barrett out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Murray in a two-guard. Clock at 4. This one for 3. Buries it from 3.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Now here's Barrett. Average. Around 6 a game, and down it goes. 2 points.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chris Finch. I asked Coach what the plan is for slowing down Jamal Murray. They said, honestly, it comes down to team defense. You need to be aware of where Jamal is at all times. He can light you up, but Murray also can dish it, so we have to be smart guarding him. Always a difficult task defending the talented Canadian Jamal Murray. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Olynyk. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Baberovic. Over Barrett. And Baberovic gets it to go.
And you got to defend better than that. I mean, that's a good look for him.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Murray. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. He buries it from 3. Barrett's got 5.
I like how selective Barrett is with taking threes. It's a big reason why he shoots a good percentage.
A minute 50 left in the first. Şengün, the screen. Here's Baberovic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Murray deciding where to go with it. Now here's Barrett. Tight defense on him. Olynyk passes to Lyles. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Here's Baberovic, guarded by Barrett. Pass to Larkin. To the inside, Baberovic. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. Here's Lyles. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Here's Larkin. Rebound by Olynyk.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's his first trip to the line.
And I don't think there's any question about it, guys. He's got to bring that percentage up. I mean, those are the kind of free throw numbers that will get you in a coach's doghouse and get your teammates a little mad at you.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Six on the shot clock. Here's Baberovic. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That was good. Baberovic has got 6.
Need to do more than that to keep him from getting the ball in the post.
Exactly. I mean, deny him the ball in the first place. Don't let him get it.
And that does it for the first quarter. Up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 15 in his last outing. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Brandon Clark out there with Lou Dort. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2 spot. Three-pointer off the mark. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No points so far. Brooks from outside knocks down the triple.
The guy who shoots freely at the perimeter, Brooks, can do real damage from out there.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Pass to Baberovic. Inside. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And the elite bigs today can score posting and facing up Clark. Can all those options make it hard to decide which way to attack?
Well, I agree with you there, and I think it's a good problem to have, quite honestly, B.A. I mean, that's also, I think, where coaching and analytics comes into play, trying to keep track of what approach is going to work best for you.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. And he hits it to tie the game.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Pass to Korkmaz. he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
He's off on the second. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA working through contact inside.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Osman. Şengün, a screen on Barrett. Here's Osman. On target from range. Osman's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Oh, swiped away. Here's Şengün. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Lyles. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Korkmaz. Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
Selfless with the rock. Şengün won't hesitate to make a pass out to a ready shooter.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And it's Şengün picking him up. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. On the assist by Barrett.
He's been perfect this quarter. They keep feeding him, and he keeps delivering.
Down low. From inside. Şengün, no good. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Up by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Their bench has been strong. Guys coming in, accepting their roles, playing well in the minutes they're getting.
I'll take your word on this one.
And next, a look at some of the possible. And that's a wrap up.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You have to like what we're seeing from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Murray for 3, fires in the triple. Murray's got his second basket.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
We've got Jamal Murray. Trey Lyles is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Barrett in at the 3, the small forward. Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1, Armando.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 9. Outside Olynyk. The 3, Barrett. Can't get it to drop. Shooting 71%. Their offenses look unstoppable all game long. And Babarovic gets it to go.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. To the inside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Count the basket. Larkin's got 5.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Baberovic. 9 points in the game. Oh, got that one up quick. 11 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Outside Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Lyles. Offline with a 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Here's Larkin. And the 3 off target.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Barrett. An easy 2 on the layup.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. And now a chance to look at the small forwards who have been on fire all year. Fourth, R.J. Barrett.
And these are some of the most dangerous players in the league. Just capable of getting hot and taking over a game in the blink of an eye.
Well, we know the small forward spot is where the bulk of the scoring load rests on most teams. I mean, those players on that list always come through in the scoring department. These guys pack a lot of firepower.
Here's Baberovic. 11 points in the game. Rebound by Olenek.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The rebound by Osman. Well, we got a close one here in Brooklyn. Here's Korkmaz. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Osman's got his second bucket of the night.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Murray. Dort for 3. Knocks down the long J.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
All it takes is a sliver of daylight, and Gilgeous-Alexander will exploit it.
Here's Larkin. 5 points in the game. Pass to Baberovic. Over Barrett. And the shot no good. A bit short. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 4. And we're just moments away. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA high passes.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Lugens Dort out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. Clark with the screen. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Pass to Korkmaz. Brooks defending. Here's Korkmaz. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
The three is up. Sinks it from distance.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Pass to Olenek. And the layup is good off the glass. Olenek's got 4 points now in the quarter. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Out to the wing. Defended by Murray. To the left wing. No good on the three. Shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. Pass to Olenek. And here's Murray. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got his fourth rebound in this one. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From 12 feet, that one drops for him.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I mean, with this combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the step-back jumper. Gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting one.
There's 47 seconds left in the game. Good! Now 7 for 11 on the night. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Larkin. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Larkin. Just 5 on the clock. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul. Second.
First free throw is good. And that'll push the lead to double digits. So he gets them both.
He snuffs out any comeback hopes with an impressive performance at the line.
Brooks outside. Pass to Joseph. Here's Alexander Walker. And it goes straight through with a swish.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
The home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra...
two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotations. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Santi Aldama. He's out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Abrinas in at the 2-guard spot. Now here is Smith, off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They get it back, and that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubac. Here's Abrinas. Pass to Aldama. Fires for 3.
The hustle, the energy. I like when Sarge gets after it and does his best to affect shots.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Abrinas. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Diaz. Hernan Gomez a screen. Diaz, good. Diaz has got 5 now.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now here's Šorić. Shot clock at 6. Ring shot on the way. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
That pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Hernan Gomez against Zubac. Back to Abrinas. This one for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Azania. They set the pick from the arc. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Abrinas. Now Hernan Gomez. Here's Diaz. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. 1:16 left to play in the first. And that one drops.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now, here's Rubio. Pass to Garuba. Back to Rubio. Beyond the arc. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. .46 seconds left in the first quarter. Screen by Zubac. And they take the lead. There's 37 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Abrinas. Hernan Gomez passes to Rubio. We got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
For 3, no good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. They lead by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Cranes the three-pointer. He has 5.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Pass to Rubio. To the middle. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Smith on the wing. A baseline J. Herman Gomez grabs the miss. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. He takes it in, and the shot goes in.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Outside Bogdanovich. Smith on the wing. No scoring in this one. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Rubio outside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Hernan Gomez covering. Pass to Perkichin. Now here's Bogdanovich. And he banks in the layup.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now Rubio. Six to shoot. Hernan Gomez kicks to Rubio. The three. Good on the triple. Rubio's got 5 points in the quarter. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead change. It's 6 already.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. With a break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Sharch with the screen for Smith. Good on the three-point shot. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
Here's Aldama, covered by Sharch, and it's good for 2. Aldama's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Lasagna, the pass to Smith. Back to Hazonia. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Lasagna's got 6.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Down low, Hernan Gomez. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good there. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Here's Abrinas, covered by Smith. Back to Aldama for the 3. Sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. huge number this early.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Fellas, I was just wondering if you played in the league these days, what do you think would be different compared to when you...
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that concludes...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've got Hazonia. Ivica Zubac is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Smith. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. And Hazonia gets it to go.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Abrinas, covered by Smith. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Abrinas has got 5 now. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. Saric outside. Smith wide open. He fires. And the 3 off target. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Out to the wing. Here's Abrinas. A fader. Knocked loose. Hazonia with the ball. Now, here's Zubac. Nothing on the board. Smith, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Goes up on the wing. Abrinas' shot is off.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Diaz.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Shot from the top of the key, and that one is good. He has 7. Gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Smith outside. He gets it in there. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Diaz, good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Smith in the post, off on the layup. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. To the left wing. Back to Aldama. 5 to shoot. Pass to Diaz. Pulls it up. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And here is Zubats. Lasagna, the pass to Smith. A terrific shot on the turnaround. Smith's got 8 points in the quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And we've reached the end of the third. Up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you... And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Ricky Rubio, and it's Garuba in at the 5 spot. From 18 feet away, Kirkichin can't get it to go. Now, here's Rubio. He's guarded closely.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
At the line for the away team, Ricky Rubio, taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Back to Hazonia. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Aprinas' shot is off. 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense. Pass to Azania. Now here's Šorić. Count it. Šorić has got his first points of the game.
Well, what I want to know, where is the communication defensively?
Well, I can tell you, this kind of defense will drive coaches crazy.
Here's Aprinas. Trying to find Rubio. He's got it now. The jump hook. The shot. No good. Gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Zubats. Here's Azania.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
To tie it up. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Diaz is checked in for Ricky Rubio. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Thank you, David. A minute 50 left in the fourth. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Three-pointer. Šorić grabs the board. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now Smith. To take the lead. Cans it from downtown. Smith's got 11 in the second half.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Diaz. can't stop this drought. Another miss. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Pass to Smith. Fader on the way. Yes!
Yeah, not sure why he faded away there. Sure looked like he had plenty of space.
Here's Abrinas, covered by Smith. Here's Aldama. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And once again, Aldama proves he's someone who can be relied on offensively.
Personal foul. First team foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
24 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Abrinas. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
It's hauled in by Zubats. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out.
season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, BA, you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's R.J. Barrett, then it's Murray, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. Now here's Barrett, defense right on him. Outside Murray. Pass to Olynyk. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray.
Boy, you've got to be shot ready in catch and shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Here's Risacher. Outside Fournier. Lots of room. And he jams it home with authority.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see from Sarr. Owning the glass and then finishing the play.
Screen by Olynyk. Pass to Murray. For 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, BA. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success. There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Outside Murray. Three-pointer. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wembanyama's got 5.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Murray. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And this is how dangerous Wemby can be from deep. You've got to respect his range.
Pass to Lyles. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's Hayes with the rebound. Gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. On the wing, Fournier. Here's Risacher. Jacks up a 3. Nails it from 3.
Yeah, good mechanics and a high release. Risacher's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Now here's Olynyk. Pass to Murray. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. Outside Fournier. From deep. Pure from three-point range.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3 or he will make you pay.
Here's Murray. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. And he gets it back. And that one's good. Olynyk.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Hayes with it. Still no points. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Wembanyama. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Bilal Coulibaly out there with Risacher. Then there's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 slot. Luguentz Dort out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Clark in at the 5 spot. Brooks against Batum. Up and over Brooks. Batum shot is off.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle, he can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force.
We've got Nicholas Batum, Reza Shea out there with Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Rudy Gobert, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Luguentz Dort out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and it's Brooks in at the small forward. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Outside Coulibaly. Up top Batum. Here's Yabusele. Fires for 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Shooting around 50% of the game so far. Olynyk for 3. And can't get it. He's now 1 of 3. Got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Uses the glass on the layup. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact. Now gets to the free throw line.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 1:47 left to play in the second quarter. Outside Fournier. Back to Hayes. Sarr passes to Wembanyama. Over Olynyk. Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
Yeah, the control from Wemby. I mean, this guy is unreal.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Olynyk. Now Murray. Pass to Lyles. Murray scanning the floor. The open J off the mark.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, trains the 19-footer. Wembanyama's got 14.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
Woo! Here's Gilgeous-Alexander bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Hayes against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Coulibaly. Pass to Fournier. Drops in the 3. Fournier's got his second bucket on the night.
Well, Evan Fournier staying on the move and working to get that 3-point opportunity. Nicely done.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lyles, the pass to Barrett. Back to Lyles. Olynyk with the ball. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great touch from deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Well, I think for the home team, this is when it starts to get real. You pass the opening night energy, and you're not as well rested as you. If I can highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Get into the post, take easier shots.
Sounds like that's it for us.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Evan Fournier is out there with Hayes. Then there's Sarr, then it's Rizichet, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5.
You have to watch Murray closely at the perimeter. He won't hesitate to flex his range.
They've got Kelly Olynyk. Trey Lyles is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Murray in at the 2-guard position.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
They've got Hayes. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Sarr. Then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Rizichet in at the 3.
Wow, the answer from R.J. Barrett. That three-point big-time delivery.
And one thing we've seen from R.J. Barrett, he likes playing in a system where they move the ball, Doris.
And he likes BA when that ball moves in his direction. R.J. Barrett is a thirsty scorer. He can go off the bounce. He's working really hard to shore up that perimeter game. He has got a tremendous future.
We've got Jamal Murray, R.J. Barrett out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Kelly Olynyk, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And taking a look at last year's stats, here were the players that led the way in terms of steals. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on top.
And we saw how effective he was on defense last season, taking pride in mucking things up and being an absolute pest, grabbing all those steals.
Just so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Murray. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Hayes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game. Got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Fournier. Pass to Wembanyama. His shot that time not on target. Oh, Olynyk with some nice D. Gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. Shot is good by Barrett.
I know Barrett loves to strike from the corners. He just trusts himself to make that shot.
Now Fournier. Here's Rizichet to the paint. Sarr. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Dort, he's checked in for Lyles. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Olynyk. Off target from three-point range. Gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Coulibaly. Now here's Batum. Back to Coulibaly. Here's Sarr. Here's Batum. No good with the triple. Dort outside. Batum pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
With the step back, Fournier, the pass to Batum. Fires, high post, and he hits the jump shot. Sarr's got 9.
Great touch from the mid-range by Sarr. He knows he's got to keep drilling it from this area.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Fires the 3. That shot off. Shooting has been excellent in the third quarter at 57%. Here's Sarr. No good on that one. His first miss. He's 4 for 5 now. Fournier against Barrett. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. From the elbow. That one falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Up by 2. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Nicholas Batum. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bilal Coulibaly. And it's Jang in at the point.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Batum, pass to Jang. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
There's so many ways Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can create for this offense. He's becoming one of the top scorers in the game.
Batum, the pass to Jang. Back to Batum. Now Coulibaly. Pass to Gobert. Get out of Gobert's way. Wow.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Shooting great, 62% from the field and continuing to get it done. Here's Yabusele. Now here's Coulibaly. Gobert up top from about 16. And no good. Gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And here's Alexander Walker. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Dort for 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Pass to Jang.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now Batum. Knocked loose. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Clark outside. And Gobert with a block.
There is a reason his nickname is the Stifle Tower. Send it back, Rudy.
Here's Jang. Batum, right side. And here's Coulibaly. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, massive three-point shot. I mean, you can tell he wants to step up for his team in crunch time.
Yeah, when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
Yeah, this young man is pretty steady at the line. Wembanyama can get this done.
He drops the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. And he's unable to get the second one.
And they need to play good defense here. That trip to the line helped and hurt.
Barrett finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Hayes. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in just the second half. Hayes with it. Oh, Wembanyama crashing down.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
From 15 feet away. Oh, he nails it!
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep, Wembanyama. And he buries it. Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
Pass to Shai. Fires the three. Rebound by Olynyk, and they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
First personal foul. Third.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up 5.
For the away team.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
From deep, Sarr. Oh, gets the three to fall. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Whoa. But anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Josh Giddey. Ante Exum is out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at the 5.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Biberovic. Here's Şengün. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And here's Exum. Inside. And he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Pass to Larkin, takes the three, bangs home the trifecta.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here is Ingles. Here's Landale. Now Mills. Exum with it. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Biberovic. Pass to Larkin. Here's Sapahi. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. They grabbed their own miss.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Pass to Biberovic. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. It really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Pass to Biberovic. Shoots over Exum. Landale grabs the miss. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Now Exum. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Wants to get it to Giddey and does. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Alperen Şengün, and the shot goes in. Larkin's got 5 points so far. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now here's Mills. D right on him. That one goes. Count it.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Mills. Pass to Green. Clock at 6. Back to Mills. Oh, the lob for Simmons. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. And that concludes the first quarter of play. They're up by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
We've got Joe Ingles. Daniels out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Simmons in at the 5, roaming the paint.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And you love when Simmons plays with aggression inside because it really forces the D to adjust.
He's off on the second. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
It's good. Green's got his first points of the night.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's the screen. Here's Korkmaz. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Pass to Ingles. Feibel on the wing. Lets it go with the three. Drills the three-pointer. Feibel's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Puts up a three. It's good from long range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
To the paint. Green kicks to Feibel. Daniels from outside. Sinks the triple.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left here in the second.
And taking a look at some of the stats here for Joe Ingles, how he performed last season. He averaged 4 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success too.
Gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Larkin kicks to Şengün. Screen by Şengün. Landale grabs the miss. Shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Green dishes to Mills. Here's Exum. Drills it from outside. Exum's got his second bucket tonight.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Pass to Biberovic. Shoots over Mills, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Green. Gotten 4 of the first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Exum deciding where to go with it. There's the pick. To the inside. Landale.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And that one's good, Biberovic.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Inside, Landale, and that comes off the assist by Exum. Landale's got 10.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Larkin. He's got 5. Here's Sapahi. The wing jumper off target. That'll do it for the first half. Up 7. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said.
And now let's take a moment. And that'll do it for half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so here's the home team. They trail by 7. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Here's Larkin. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. He's got 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Joe Ingles is out there with Exum. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Mills. And it's Landale in at center.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Şengün with a screen on Giddey. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And the layup is good.
That anticipation is off the charts from Şengün, leading to a bucket.
They've got Exum. Josh Giddey is out there with Mills. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's Landale in at the 5, down low. Exum passes to Landale. It's rebounded by Şengün. Gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Alperon Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
Thing has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Pass to Exum. On the wing, Giddey. Still without a basket. And it's in there.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Pass to Biberovic. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Giddey kicks to Ingles. Pass to Exum. Here's Landale. Şengün covering. Back to Exum. 6 to shoot. There's the pick. The 17-footer. And that's good off the glass that time. Exum's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Here's Larkin. Traps in the tray.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Exum. Offline with his 3. Gotten 4 of the first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Now, Giddey. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Nails the baby hook.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Pass to Landale. Now, here's Exum. A 3-ball. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Here's Sapahi. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 8 points for him.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
11 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Exum. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Up 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. into the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. An unreal 70% from the field, making a mockery of this defense. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Furphy. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Furphy's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They've got Ben Simmons. Daniels out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Furphy in at the 4. Here's Thybulle. Lays it up off the glass.
Beautiful pass from Simmons. He's outstanding at getting the ball to his guys in their spots.
Pass to Şengün. For the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big 3 right there, especially at this point in the game.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He asked his team to dig deep. He said, I know you're tired, but they're tired too. It's about who can give more than the other guy at this point. Show me what you can give. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Ingles can't get it to go. Impressively throughout at 62%. The game now all-time.
So impressive with the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Here's Giddey. And the 3-ball is good.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the 3 right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Sapahi, Giddey defending. They set the screen. Larkin can't get it to go.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
And the basket is good. Exum's got 10 points here in the second half.
Really hard to count how many of their possessions have ended just like that one, with one of his shots falling.
Efficiency is key, especially down the stretch.
Pass to Şengün. And the layup's good off the glass.
And that's an important shot from Şengün. He takes pride in delivering in big spots.
Up top, Exum. Here's Landale. 6 on the shot clock. A 3-pointer off the mark. Gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. They get it again. The second effort. And the layup. Good by Şengün.
This is where Şengün can really hurt you because he's so big and long.
1:02 left in the game.
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Pass to Şengün. Shoots. Bad shot off. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Boy, where is the effort defensively? You have got to put up a better fight.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul, second team foul. Shooting for the away team.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst case scenario for them is OT.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Şengün. Count it!
Huge point from Şengün, the big man from Turkey, stepping up.
Here's Mills. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
It's rebounded by Giddey. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game off.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good.